20 years old. Tonight, he meets the former British Empire and British heavyweight champion, Brian London, who will be 36 next month. Brian London, who 5 years ago rather ruined the hopes of Billy Walker, who at that time was heading towards a possible chance at the British title. Can he do the same again tonight to Joe Bugner? That's the question. Tonight, Bugner's first 10-round fight, his 28th professional fight. Here now, our MC, Nat Basser. Champion of the world, there he is, from Mexico, Vicente Saldivar, who on Saturday in Rome regained the world featherweight title from Johnny Famechon of Australia. Saldivar, the man who beat Howard Winston 3 times in world title fights. Now, the man Saldivar beat on Saturday, Johnny Famechon, born in France, now an Australian. Famechon, who won the world featherweight title by beating Jose Legra. Here's Famechon. His defeat by Saldivar on Saturday was his first defeat for many years. Boxing, Joe Bugner gets off his stool to greet Henry Cooper, who regained his title, the title he gave up last year. He got it back from Jack Bodell in this ring a few weeks ago. Henry Cooper, who is going to fight for his old European title against the winner of the match between Jose Urtain of Spain and Jürgen Blin of Germany. And now, our big professional heavyweight fight tonight. Brian London, the former British champion, the immediate predecessor of Henry Cooper, will be about 4 inches shorter than Joe Bugner and is conceding 12.5 pounds. He's 14.4.5 against Bugner's 15 stone 3. Harry Gibbs, the referee. And incidentally, this tonight is the first time we've seen Brian London in London for very nearly 4 years, since that terrible night when he was beaten by Cassius Clay at Earl's Court. 10 rounds, Bugner's first 10 rounds. And a lot might depend on this first round, this controversial character, Brian London, who, if he gets confident in the first round, could have a very good night. But if Bugner can really assert himself in the first, then Bugner may sail home the victory. A big test and a big night for Bugner, being criticized heavily by press and public in his last 2 fights for doing a little too much posing and not providing enough action. Although he won those 22 fights. And Bugner started full of confidence, and he's going to use plenty of that left hand. The left jab is the punch with which Henry Cooper always beat Brian London. And London already looks slightly marked underneath the eyes where the big left jab has gone in. This fight must prove whether Bugner really has got what it takes to be a future British champion. Sent a shiver right down the big frame of Bugner. One back near the kidneys from London. Instantly by Harry Gibbs. And at the end of the first, slightly in favour of Bugner, but not by much, and he hasn't really asserted himself. He's shown it. A nice left at times, and getting going there right on top. A little bit of elbow from Bugner to finish as well. So the first round you can mark down to Joe Bugner. Not a bad start by this youngster, 20 years old and only fairly recently 20 at that. 27 professional fights. He's won 25, 17 of those inside the distance. And he's lost 2. He lost his first professional fight, later avenged it, and he lost to the experienced American Dick Hall over 8 rounds last summer. A vital night this for Joe Bugner. Now the controversial Blackpool bulldozer, as we call him, Brian London, who'll be 36 next month, who hasn't won a fight since he beat Zora Foley of America in November 1967, has been a professional 15 years and has had 57 fights. He's won 37, drawn 1 and lost 19. Bugner's future, which is in the balance here tonight, but so much hangs in the balance for British boxing as well, because if Bugner can win this well, then we can sit back and say we've got a good prospect, and that means an awful lot to British boxing if we've got a good young heavyweight coming in. If Bugner gets beaten tonight, then it's a black night for British boxing. Allowing London to get confident again. Now when he puts his punches together like that, he looks good. Beautiful left jabbing. facing a man who twice fought for the World Heavyweight Championship, once against Floyd Patterson and once against Cassius Clay. London outpointed Billy Walker in this ring 5 years ago. He had a bad first round against Billy Walker, and then he never looked back after that. Bugner's certainly boxing a lot sharper tonight, or maybe he's being allowed to look sharper by London, who's at times being very stationary. Only at times working easily, at other times looking a little tense. Thing to realize that when Brian London won the ABA Heavyweight Championship in 1954, Joe Bugner was 4 years old and living in Budapest. It was January 1959 when Henry Cooper beat Brian London for the British Heavyweight Championship, and that was the start of Henry's long, long reign as the British champion, which lasted more than 10 years until Cooper gave up the title last year, and then, of course, won it from Jack Bodell again this year. London's latest fight was last September when he was knocked out in the second round by Jerry Quarry. Bugner's last fight was against Ray Patterson just a few weeks ago. Before that, he boxed Manuel Ramos of Mexico. He beat them both on points, but he picked up a lot of criticism in doing it. Just the way Henry Cooper once had London trapped on the ropes. And Brian's having a sticky patch and trying to fight his way out of it. Trying to avoid those head punches, and he's fought back off the ropes, London. Not taking too many, but he's giving plenty, London. The experience showing there from Brian London, who dodged a lot of them on the ropes and came back and handed out one or two himself. Years difference between these two. But got good punch from Bugner. Head rubbing. Plenty of action in this round, but now the pace understandably slowing down. done well this round. He's tried to take his chances. He's been foxed a little bit by this weaving of London. And he stood up to the punches that London's thrown. This is a round that's taken plenty out of both of them, but rather more out of London. Stood there, had London trapped on the ropes, missed because the experience of London told, and he took one or two punches as London came back, and he took them well. And he certainly won that third round, and now he's well out in front after 3 rounds. Let's have a look at Brian London, who walked a little slowly back to his corner, close on 36 years old. Interesting that only 3 men have ever knocked him out. Floyd Patterson did it, Cassius Clay did it, both in world title fights. And in Brian's last fight last September, Jerry Quarry of America, the white American, also did it. Those are the only 3 times in 57 fights that London's been counted out. Paid tonight, Brian London, and he's made a lot of money out of boxing, something like £250,000. Nicely looking bump coming up underneath London's left eye. Plenty of life in him. The warning is there to Bugner that he must keep working hard. Impressive thing about Bugner tonight is the way he's put punches together. Clusters of 4 or 5 punches, combination punching. Bugner breathing quite hard. If you keep that left jab going like that, he'd do a lot of damage.
Come back.
London not doing very much in this round, round 4. Strictly defensive. The old campaigner looking rather weary and a bit worn. Left, knocks London sideways before he goes back to his corner, and now he's lost 4 rounds in a row, and the old gentleman, Brian London, looking a little battle weary at this point, and he's going to have to produce something exceptional if he's going to win this fight now with 6 to go. His best recent performance, London, was a draw in Liverpool 15 months ago with Henry Clark, a rather useful heavyweight from the United States. That was one of Brian's really good nights. He's a most unpredictable person, He can be brilliant at times, and he can be absolutely appalling at other times, and he won't mind my saying that because he knows it himself. Can we get a quick look at Joe Bugner? Bill Bugner, his brother, rather masking him for us. Bugner, who's maintaining this fight-a-month routine and has been doing so for about 6 months, but this is his last one for about 3 months, perhaps 4 months. He's going off to America next month for a sort of social visit and to have a look at the way boxing is conducted in the United States. Not showing anything like the form he showed against Billy Walker, but then that, of course, was 5 years ago, and London was 5 years younger. And they've taken 1 or 2 rather bad defeats since then. And he's getting another little hammering here in the 5th. London's decided to shut up shop now and go defensive. Now is he going to be put on the floor by the big man from tonight? And London almost on the point of going out of this fight now. He's in real trouble and he's not putting up any sort of defense. Jackknives over like he was once with Cooper, and it stops in the 5th round. Harry Gibbs takes Brian London out of the fight. And Joe Bugner, 20 years old, has come through his big test in British boxing tonight. He stopped Brian London in 5 rounds. And he completely had London demoralized and on the point of retiring himself, I think, when Harry Gibbs stepped in. So Bugner's done it. He didn't need the 10 rounds. His first 10-round fight, and he didn't need them. He holds up London's hand. And I would think that that will probably be the last time we see Brian London in the ring. He said if he lost this one badly, he might well quit. And I rather think he will. That might well be London's last fight. Number 58. So round 5 sees Joe Bugner the winner against Brian London. London marked under both eyes and had taken enough at the finish, but was never on the floor. And I suppose one must have some reservations about Bugner's punch, as he didn't put London, who was more or less defenseless, he didn't put him on the floor. So that's 26 wins now in 28 fights for Bugner.